welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it is your first time here. Today I'm going to be continuing on with my townhouse build. If you've not seen the previous videos in this series, it is exactly what it sounds like. I built a row of townhouses and then I'm going through each video and furnishing each one. And it's all going to be in a playlist. I will link it in the areas where links happen. But let me just jump into the game and show you what we've done so far. I'll give you a quick overview. Okay, so here is an exterior of the townhouses. Do not look at the side. I repeat, do not look at the side. Here is the back, which looks much better than the front, has much nicer lighting. But yes, this is what we have got so far for the exterior. And then so far inside, here is a quick overview of the two houses we have done so far. So we've got the bottom floor, middle floor, top floor, and then the second house has a rooftop area, which is very nice. And then today we will be moving on to this next house here. And I do have some stuff in mind. As you can see from these last two houses, I sort of lean very heavily towards colourful decor. That's sort of what I prefer. That's what makes the most sense to me, just what I like. But I do want to branch out. I want to try different things for each house. So for this next one, I'm thinking like, not quite dark academia, but like dark colours, lots of wood. The Sims who live here are going to be very academic. I bought the Book Nook kit specifically for this. This is the vibes, okay? In the previous videos, I have been open to changing the swatches of the front doors. However, for this build in particular, the white windows are going to be a bit of a hindrance for us. Like I said, I'm going for dark wood tones, cozy vibes. The white windows and door frames maybe aren't the vibe. I have of course made all of these look quite different from the outside. They are by no means sort of a uniform, sort of every house looks the same. But I'm wondering how it's gonna look if I change all the windows to a dark wood. Let's see, shall we? Literally, I just want to go through and change every single one to just dark wood and then see how it just looks compared to everything around it. Luckily, most things in this game do come with a... Yeesh, I spoke too soon. Oh, not the white frames. Okay, not the end of the world. Ooh, interesting. So for front door, we could either go for this one that has like the green inner with the wooden outer, or we could just go for full block wooden door. We shall see. And then also this back door would need to be changed as well. So I'm thinking from the back, actually I don't hate that. In fact, I think it adds a nice bit of contrast to the other houses. In the front, I hate that. The white trim inside the window is absolutely killing me. Let me get some lights inside and see how it looks. The whole thing is white inside. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, and my curtains are gone. Oh, why do bad things happen to good people, you know? There we go, fix that. My life is still ruined in here though, so not really great. I'm wondering if there is a window that's similar enough that it won't completely ruin the vibes and that has a good option. Unfortunately, also, like I mentioned, there is just horrendous lighting at the front of this lot, so it's sort of hard to see what's even a good colour. Oh, it being a different window really bothers me. Like really, really, really bothers me. That looks slightly better. I have combined 3 of the Strangerville windows. That I would say is an option because there is very similar like painting in the windows. So, okay, that is a good option actually. Or we could do these same windows repeated. What looked better? I think this one makes the most sense. I'm very disappointed in this game currently. It's ruining my vibes. I was really looking forward to this build. But then imagine on this one we have like a different colour door. It won't just be a plain white. It will be, I don't know, that for example. That already starts to make it feel okay. Something about it being all stark white next to it. I think I can be okay with that. Can we all be okay with that? Like, I think if you look at it from far away, it looks fine. And then I also wanted to just address on the back of the house, I had spaced the windows quite weirdly. And it's very obvious on this build because we have this direct point down the center of the building. So I'm gonna just move the windows over, move the door over so it doesn't feel odd. And that's fine. I think it's okay to have the sort of offset back door on the like mini step. I think that's fine. I really think that a lot of these changes won't seem so dramatic once we've got like everything finished and it's all different along the whole row. While we've still got like empty looking houses like on the front and the gardens and stuff, it just feels weird to have one look very standoutish, but it will all look unique by the end, is the idea. Right, okay, that's all good. I'm feeling good about that. Let's finally move actually inside. And just based on, you can see it a bit better from the inside, the wood colour on this door unfortunately just doesn't really match. I do love the green, but I think it's better to just have the woods looking a bit closer. Now, compared to the previous houses, I'm wanting the floor plan in here to be a bit more closed off. We can't do that to too much of an extreme because it does then cause a problem with the fact that there is obviously very minimal window lighting in here. But I think we can make something work. So let's see what we can do. Oh, that fits perfectly. However, it does sort of cause an issue. So my floor plan thinking was I wanted to have a little entryway here, go into a little downstairs bathroom, and then I was going to have this be the living room and then this into a kitchen dining area. However, this I think is just a bit too small of a living room, especially given that you need space to sort of, you know, get up the stairs and stuff. Let's take a look and see how we feel about a sofa in here. See if it sort of makes sense at all. It would be nice to maybe use one of the new book kit ones. Obviously it's new to me. Oh, don't love the swatches, but for now let's just see it as like a spacer. I think I hate this. Okay, new plan. Maybe this area becomes the kitchen instead and we do a living room in here. I'm definitely getting fireplace vibes from this house. Something like that maybe. Then let's see how a kitchen layout would work in this area. What do we think about this? I think this works better than the original idea. Let's head upstairs and just see what the stair placement is looking like. Oh, that is a very odd shadow we have going on there. Just trying to get rid of that. Weird. Because of the wall downstairs. That is very odd. Okay. Because we will of course need another staircase to the top floor, so a lot of space does get kind of taken up with the stairs. Okay, so this is just a quick idea of what I'm thinking for the upstairs. I'm thinking main bedroom here. Unsure on this room, either an office or I'm thinking maybe they have a nursery. I sort of have like a bit of a idea going here that there may be like a slightly older couple who are having like their first child, and then maybe they have an ensuite here. However, I have not put in a staircase for the top floor, so let's see what we can do for ourselves here. As always, I need you to ignore the ridiculously low windows. It's just how I've ended up laying it out. I don't know. I could move them up, I suppose. I think it's what I've done in the other houses, so maybe I will. Seems that I've only moved them up in the back though, so honestly, who knows. How do we feel like this for the layout? I understand this is a weird hallway situation. I don't care that much. But I think like actually in real life, you wouldn't even really notice that this was odd. Because like if you think about how wide a sim is, this is not like actually that narrow of a hallway. I think, at least. I don't know, it's giving old house to me, so I think that's good. And then if we just go upstairs once more, I'm thinking then maybe this area could become, maybe they can have separate offices, maybe a library space, like, yeah. Don't know. This is sort of the bonus area that we can deal with as we come to it. I think I'm happy with the layout we've got so far, so I think let's get into furnishing. I'm actually really loving the idea of this vampires flooring. I don't think I've ever used it before and I love it. I really think it's really nice. And just by default, it comes in this lovely sort of dark but like richly coloured wood. Maybe I'm getting too into it, but like obsessed. Of course, let us just all remember in this moment that the wood tones are not going to match. There are going to be different wood tones everywhere. Let's just take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. Now I'm gonna have to walk a fine line in this build between it being this dark, cozy vibe, but not too old-fashioned. I'm not looking for it to literally look like an old mansion. Like this, that's too much for me. I think that's too far, you know? I don't want it to lean too like cottagey. You know, there's a balance that we're gonna have to work with here. See, that's quite nice. Please ignore the weirdly low trim. I'm working with platforms here. But this feels like it could be slightly more youthful, you know? Let's try this. Ah, see, the vibes. I'm unsure on the vibes because this is beautiful, but like I said, I don't want it to lean too hard to old people, old house. It's lovely though. Just an interesting idea for an entry table, is all I'm saying. Is the book thing just very random to have at the front door? Maybe. Maybe they literally have book stuff everywhere, so it doesn't really matter. Also, maybe that. Oh, I think this might be nice to use as a doormat though, potentially. Just because it is from the New to Me kit. Maybe just in the default swatch? I believe these people would have umbrellas. That is quite a deep belief of mine. And a coat rack feels good as well. The walls are very tall, so it is sort of a constant battle trying to make sure the walls don't feel too like bland and like bare. Maybe this for like a pop of colour would be good. In fact, actually, I do quite like this rug, but I'm thinking maybe getting a green one, tie in that colour a bit more. Yeah, even just that, like, it doesn't have to be anything too crazy. And I hate to say it, but I do think a plant might just help us out here. I'm actually thinking maybe using this book nook kit table just to have this plant on. Okay, I think that's good for now. We can always come back and add, but I'm liking where this has started us off. I think I'm going to move into the bathroom because I'm quite interested in seeing what tile I want to make work for this house. Something like that would be lovely, actually. Ooh, with the green tones? That is nice. Maybe not that. Oh no. Oh, it's upsetting because it kind of matches the... I'm gonna leave it for now because I think actually what I want to do is put in the like, you know, the bathroom stuff and then see, because we might not even need to use full tile. Yeah, I mean, maybe just that would be quite nice for the bathroom. It's literally just like toilet room, but then it's got some extra storage basically. Honestly, I hate to say it, but the tile is growing on me, which is probably not what anyone wanted to hear. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm sorry, it looks worse than it really is because of the wall height. I promise you. Even though obviously when building in this game, what it looks like is all that it really matters, but I don't know. It's growing on me and I like it. You know what? Let's put in a plant. You're right, you've twisted my arm. I'm thinking, you know, we stick a nice hanging plant in the corner. Because I think that will solve just all of our woes. Let's just bounce out. Oh wait, no, toilet roll. Can't forget. Lest we forget. Cool. Done. Move on. Okay, in the kitchen. I do quite like these counters, but I would like to just look a little bit through our options before I settle. I am sort of interested in maybe going for the green vampires ones. The only thing that's putting me off is obviously the bright white sort of countertop, but I think there's a chance it could work, and it would be nice to add a little bit more colour. Oh, I'm kind of interested in using that. I'm gonna see if there's actually a matching, I think this is the matching fridge. I have never used this set before, which is why I'm sort of interested in using it now. And then yeah, we could maybe have like the tool cabinet to the side of it as well. That might be quite nice. What do we think? I mean, I'm liking it, so I'm definitely gonna leave it for now. Let's look at wallpapers. It's not looking dark enough really, is it? That's maybe too dark. This is really tricky. Oh no. No. See, I was really trying to avoid the like basically just black wallpapers and tiles or whatever, but it might just be what works here, because I think every brown I use on the wall, whether it's dark or not, it sort of makes it too brown because of the appliances. So maybe black is the way to go? I don't know, it just feels very dark, doesn't it? Because if we're leaning that way, there is also sort of these options. Whether that maybe leans into the too fancy that we were talking about, potentially. Oh, see, I think it's a navy blue, isn't it? But that is actually very interesting. I'm like, does it clash too much? Does it not? Like, I genuinely kind of can't tell. See, I think, you know, you look at that first person and it actually looks really nice. Like, is that crazy? Why is that like that? That's horrendous. Excuse you. Right, I'm actually pretty sold on that. I think that looks really nice. I think I shall chuck in a quick bit of clutter and call it a day. Oh, usually I would have a smaller cabinet over the oven. The unfortunate thing, if you were playing in here with walls down, this is what it would look like. Which is a little bit sad, but just don't do that, right? One of these kettles feels very necessary, I would say. And then we can maybe get this like tea rack as well. That'd be very cute. Oh, you know what? I literally never use them, but should we maybe get a dishwasher? Oh, whoa. Now that matches a bit too well, doesn't it? You know what? I'm sold. I'm doing it. No, I'm actually just gonna put the fire alarm, I don't know, there I think instead. Because I really want to use this pot rack. Get it in a nice bronze colour. Like, I kind of want this house to give the vibe that they are this older couple. Not super old, like middle-aged. Like, I'm thinking like 40s, like early 40s maybe. They've spent their whole lives in academia. They're maybe professors or something like that. Like, they've spent their whole lives doing everything for themselves. Not in a selfish way, just, it was just them. And maybe now they're having a baby, you know? So it's like most of the house just really isn't set up for it yet, but they've got this nursery already. These are my thoughts. Oh, what do we think about the curtains? I feel like it looks better to have something there, but something about it just isn't feeling right. Do we want to have them just be dark? It's kind of better. I really didn't want it to be like super, super dark all the time dark, but it kind of just looks better that way. Oh, maybe that's better. It like covers just as much of the windows, but it's sort of, you can raise it up so it covers some of the wall so it doesn't feel so tall in here. And it brings it a bit back to the more modern place, you know? The little like grandma curtains were giving too old. I've gone like mediumly minimal on the clutter in here, but this is sort of what I've got. Just brought you like into the house so that we can see it a bit better. Let's head this way. Okay, so through into the living room. I am still considering this sofa, but unfortunately not loving the swatches. There is another from this kit though, isn't there? Just because I was hoping to use like a fair amount of the kit, given that I just got it. But obviously I'm worried that it's going to have pretty much the same swatches. I'm kind of liking the idea I've got going on sort of in my head that this room is more of like a formal sitting room, and that maybe upstairs they've got their more like cozy area with like the bookshelves and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, there's going to be bookshelves down here too. I think we definitely need this book nook coffee table. I think we could definitely do with like a lighter rug potentially, because it is very dark wood on dark wood in here. That's a little small. Can we double these up a bit? Because I know this rug size is up to just be way too big. Oh, interesting. Now that is quite the idea. And then I think the wallpaper is also going to make a big difference, which is why I wish I knew more the direction I was going with it. Oh, see, that is beautiful, isn't it? But it's so dark. I don't want it to be like fully like super, super dark. I want it to be cozy, but not quite this. But that seems to be a hard line to walk. Really, just nothing is working for me, which is unfortunate at absolute best. Something about this wallpaper is just working for me again, but like I didn't want to use it again, but I'm actually kind of sick of looking at wallpapers, so I'm just gonna see how it goes. Okay, this is what I've got going on in this living room so far. I've done this little built-in bookshelf situation. I've got this tiny little TV on top of the fireplace because I like the idea. It's like, they don't watch TV, but they're like, well, if we have guests, like, they'll want to watch TV. And also, like, obviously gameplay-wise, you want to have a TV. I'm essentially just going a little bit crazy on the book nook kit in here because it's just the whole driving force of the build, essentially. Ooh, you know what? I don't think I've barely ever seen this item be used. This is definitely like an underrated item from the kit, I'd say. That's really nice. Yeah, I'm going to put that up on there. I was wondering what I'd put on the mantle. Oh, and we did get this lovely new lamp, which I adore. I'm a big fan of a lamp like this. See, and it's things like that which will just bring us slightly back to that modern era. I like the idea that they've got that mix, but like I said, really, really trying to avoid it just fully being dark and old. And I think it's working. I think we are making a good mix here. I really wish we had more sort of wide mirrors. I feel like they're so common in houses to have like sort of a wide mirror sort of higher up on the wall, and we're just so lacking in them. Like, I'm not using that. Oh, interesting. Oh, I'm very interested in that actually. That is lovely, and I think that's really helping with my want to balance the modern and the old. Huh, Picasso. Yes, and I very much wanted one of these baskets of blankets. I think that is perfect for in here. Maybe that will be good actually by the sofa? I'm gonna try it there. I'm not actually 100% sure on its placement there, but I think I'm just overthinking. Okay, I've just replaced the blankets with these ones because the other one is just so big. It was sort of hard to get it at a nice angle that looked good and also didn't get in the walls, and yeah, that one's much better. I also added this cute little teapot because obviously I'm imagining they like their tea. I think a little like collection of mugs might be nice as well. I also just added this like framed book above the mantelpiece. I think it makes some sense. And I just want to clutter up this sort of empty bookshelf here. I feel like they would have lots of knickknacks and I'm just sort of trying to find the right stuff for that. Oh, board games would be really good. Maybe that's better for their like upstairs room. I know this is becoming quite cozy when I said it was going to be more of like a formal sitting room, but I think it can be both. Oh my goodness, it's really hard to find stuff that fits in these slots and doesn't just slot on top of the bookshelf. Maybe just some more books, you know? Oh my gosh. I want like maybe a statue or something. I'm really not sure. I simultaneously have a really clear vision of these people and also somehow these things just aren't falling into place. They're gonna make me add plants. The game has done this. I didn't want to add plants, but nothing else fits. I don't know if anything's actually going to fit there, which is a bit of a shame actually, but that might be fine. I really don't want to overthink it. It looks fine. And then over in this area, I'm thinking maybe to just have like a small dining table. Given the sort of backstory I'm making for these people, I don't think they would maybe have more than 2 chairs. Maybe they would. Maybe they have space for guests. It's not really the right green, is it? Maybe just something super simple like that, but it needs to be lighter, otherwise you can't even really see it. Again, that is annoyingly close to the colour of the sofa, but not enough that it works. What pack is this from? Dream Home Decorator. Okay, so if we do chairs from Dream Home Decorator, they should have a matching swatch. Now, is that meant to be matching? Although I suppose we could just do like a cream. Just might be nice to have the colour. That must be I'm boggled actually. So those are the same colour. And those are the same colour. Well, good enough. Might also be nice to just grab the same mat for the back door. Must change the colour though because that is horrendous now that it's so close. There we go. I'm thinking maybe a hanging light over the table. There is this one, which is interesting. It like matches the light over here in the fact that it's like circular. Oh, I think that's lovely. There we go. I think that's a really good idea. Just have these little salt and pepper shakers. That is a lovely little touch, I'd say. Oh, that comes in a nice matching colour. Indeed. I think it might be nice to have a few more of these. Maybe even bring a slight other colour into the situation. Who knows? It can be frustrating when it's like, actually, I'd quite like to use that one, but it's got the white frame, and I was kind of preferring the darker frames. So I think I'll just go for that. Oh, it just doesn't look as good. Makes me sad. Why not just have all of the pictures with each frame colour? That's my question. You know, I'm actually just going to accept the white frame, I think, because I like the yellow. Right, I think that is a beautiful living area. I actually think this looks really good and I'm loving how different this house is to the others. What might be an interesting point is to just actually change the staircase to something that looks good in here. Something a bit more matching. And then the same for the banisters because these were very much placeholders. That looks interesting. Right, fingers crossed they have a matching fence, everyone. Fingers crossed. Oh, I think it's this one. Okay. Now, that's not the same. Please tell me that's not meant to be the same. That's meant to be the matching swatch. Why though? Maybe, why does it look that different next to each other then? This game is so cursed. What? Why? Why does it look like that? Oh no. That's making me very upset. Okay, I'm wondering if I can copy this wallpaper up here. In builds, I tend to use like the same wallpaper for a lot of like the common areas, like the communal spaces of the house. And I think, yeah, this will work for this. Let me grab this door from downstairs. Real quick, I did not forget. No, I didn't. Shut up, no, I didn't. Also, I'm aware that this doesn't look great. It would probably be much better if there were like two. Honestly, kind of looks fine. That is a little better, isn't it? Anyway, I didn't forget, shan't forget, haven't forgotten to do curtains. Come on, just slot. Well, I understand that it is slotting. It's slotting to one window at a time. Oh, that is a crazily close colour to what we're using. Okay, I don't like those curtains. Oh, something will do. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Off I go upstairs. I think I'll just put some plants here. I spent ages looking for something to put on the wall up here, but nothing is speaking to me, so it just won't have anything, okay? This is obviously quite a big sort of hallway space that is not being used with much. Oh. Now, I'm not usually one for this, but actually, given the household we're playing with, this might just be perfect. This builds the logic skill. They are likely very logical people. Dunno, just seems like an interesting idea. That's all I'm saying. Also, I think I just saw as I picked these up, these are wedding. Oh, cut from a wedding gown, of course. Oh, there's a green one. That's interesting. What if I did these chairs in the cream colour with the green chess table? Oh, interesting. What did we prefer better? Huh. I actually can't tell which I think is better, but I like that this has that extra little bit of colour, so I think I'm going to stick to that. And really, there isn't actually much else we can fit in here. I really do have to find something just to go on the wall though, because it's feeling so empty. It's just so hard to use pictures when you've got like a already patterned wall. It just feels like there's such direct clash going on. Maybe that's fine. Just keep it simple. Okay, and then I think we'll move on to like the main bedroom. We are not going to be sticking with that bed. And I'm undecided on whether it's a good idea to keep this wooden flooring or if I want maybe carpet. I'm usually not a big fan of using carpet, but I reckon we could potentially make something decent work. Like, it just feels more cozy, and obviously that's the vibe for this house. Honestly, a canopy bed feels really nice for this. Oh, I mean, that's lovely. Unfortunately, the default does actually look very nice, which feels like a bit of a cop-out, to be honest. There are just some great swatches on this. Huh. I'm gonna go for this maybe. Maybe go for a darker wallpaper in here potentially, given that everything else is already quite light. We could even go for this cottage living one. Actually, I think that's beautiful and really adds to that like whimsical feel. Because I was thinking like there's so many things I want to bring to this house. Like I want it to be slightly old-fashioned, slightly modern. It needs to be cozy, but I also want it to feel slightly like they're bookish people, right? Like, you know, maybe one of them is a professor, maybe one's a writer. So there's like that studious, serious element and then like the more like whimsical side. Obviously these are all like huge stereotypes, but that is sort of just the vibe that this wallpaper's been giving me, like the Realm of Magic one. So yeah. Do I think too much about these things? Maybe. And I would really love to be able to keep using this book nook side table everywhere. Then I'm definitely wanting to use the book nook lights. Definitely is feeling a bit brighter in here than in the other rooms, but I think that's okay. I mean, that was just gonna happen. The whole floor is lighter, so it's just like the main thing you can see. Thinking if I can alt place some items, I might be able to fit this on the side table as well. Oh yeah, I think that is lovely. We could really do with some different like little alarm clocks, you know? The fact that it's either like this or like this to put on your side table is really just not, those aren't good options, you know? Now, what do we put in this room? Because there is a lot of space. Okay, I just spent a while doing this situation with the different dressers, did a little bit of clutter on both of them, and I'm thinking that's looking quite nice. Over here, I'm thinking of just doing like a little seating area perhaps. Just like maybe 2 armchairs or something, just a little cozy area. Potentially could even do something like this, just like a little love seat. Don't know if this one in particular comes in any good colours. Not really, but maybe something like that as well. Oh, this is a different one from the, how many come in the book nook kit? Interesting. And between these ones, maybe that one, just because it does have the yellow there. Maybe I should go for the different, no, I'll go for these ones. It's decided. Otherwise I will never decide. I think I've used this plant in both of the other houses, so it feels really silly to use it in here again, but it's just a good one. Oh, maybe this though. That is luscious. Okay, that's good. I'm wondering if a rug is necessary in here. I do enjoy avoiding rugs at all costs. I'm disappointed that this rug doesn't come in like a dark brown. It just comes in this black, which feels like not great. See, this is one of those things, like this could work and it does bring that little extra bit of darkness to the room, which could be helpful. No, too dark, I think. Maybe something like that. That could be nice, actually. That does what I was saying before, but with that not as harsh colour of just black, you know? I'm pleased with how this has turned out. That's actually gone quite well. Sometimes you struggle with a room and sometimes it just comes together, you know? You just can't tell when either is going to happen. Okay, moving on to the bathroom. I'm now wondering if I wanted to change this downstairs one, because I usually do the same tiles across all the bathrooms. However, because of the situation I've put myself in, I don't really want to do that, but that means that I probably don't like these tiles, so I should change them. See, even just that feels miles better, does it not? Even though my actual issue really is these walls. See, that feels too stark. I really want a tile that just matches this nice pale cream. And it just, we don't have much of that, it feels like. Whoa. Well, that's, it's green. Sure is green. I think the problem is that I'm unlikely to really like any of them because the walls are so like tall and it's small, but you'd think something could look a little better than any of these though, right? Can't tell if it's getting better or worse. You know, I'm gonna try that. Let's just do it quickly before I change my mind. I actually also didn't realise how I'd made this bathroom equally small upstairs. Now that's an issue because I was looking to get a shower tub combo in here. It can be done in here actually, this is fine, this is fine. The drill is, as always, to sort of just copy the bathroom from downstairs. Right, the light is coming in and making it quite hard to see in here currently, so I'm not sure if that is brown or black. Is that green? Well, I suppose we could do that. Don't really want to. That's red and black as far as I can see. This is ridiculous. Oh no, maybe that's brown. Well, there's not much else that can be done in here. I am wondering if I might just steal one of these pictures again, because I think this might be nice for in here. Cool, that is done in there. That was actually very simple. I think I might actually just go for the fully white tub. Cool. Nice and easy. Hands off. Wait. My hands will be off in just 1 second. Wait, give me a few more seconds. Just a few more. I swear, I'll stop any minute, any second now. Just shh, hold on. Okay, there we go, I'm done now. I just can't resist that urge to clutter, you know, it's deep inside me. Cool, well that is looking lovely. Now, time to move over to this sort of really gonna be quite a different area of the house, because we are going to make the nursery in here. Now, unfortunately, I would like to use this wallpaper again. I think it looks really beautiful for this. I'm even potentially thinking maybe using it just in the even lighter swatch. Yeah, so we're doing this fully nursery, so let's decorate for an infant, I'd say. Maybe I could have a bassinet and a crib, so it's sort of like newborn to infant usable. I would love to use this werewolf bassinet. I think it is absolutely adorable. And then what cribs do we actually have? I feel like I've never just like looked at all the options, you know? Is it just the 3? It might just be those ones. That, or I'm looking directly at one that I can't see, which is very possible. I think I'm gonna go for this one. I think it just looks nicest and sort of matches the vibe of the bassinet we've gone for. Oh, we could go for this one. Slightly darker wood, some green in there. That's nice. Now, I recognise that this is quite high up because of the tall wall height, but can we just pretend it isn't? Because I would really love to have a little mobile over the crib. Then I'm thinking changing table. Oh, interesting. We could just go way lighter in here. Just truly throw that dark sort of colour scheme to the wind. A nice sort of nursing chair would be good. Yeah, I think this one is much nicer. I'm sort of struggling with the placement of the bassinet because it feels a little odd to have like 2 beds right next to each other, but I think given that one will be deleted for the other shortly, probably makes sense. Get this table again, I can't help myself. But then I'm wondering this time if we use it in one of the lighter swatches. Oh, I am conflicted here about which of these to use. And then we could have a little lamp as well. Right, which will all have to be alt placed, of course. I've just sized down this blind. I don't think we actually have many small blinds in this game. We've got this one, but I don't know if I want it to like cover the whole window. I think I more want it to look like it could rather than that it is. Although I would prefer a nicer colour. Just get some pictures on the wall as well. How do we feel about this room? I think I like it. I think there's something good going on here with the colour scheme. I think I prefer it with that green bed now. Is there anything I'm forgetting that we can add for like an infant? There's this stuff, but I'm so sure there is like a changing cart kind of thing. It's like a little shelving item that's meant to be like full of changing stuff. I've got no idea what it's called. There is this item which is quite nice. Right, I can't find it and I need to stop looking before I send myself a little bit insane. I think I can just create my own sort of situation of that sort. I think that'll be fine. I'm just trying to tell if I think I've made it too busy or not. That's essentially my one thing right now is I'm like, did I make it too much? Unsure, uncertain in this moment. Okay, so I've just moved this shelf over here so it doesn't all feel like it's sort of crammed along one wall. And I'm really liking it. I think it looks really nice in here. I think that is us done with this whole floor, so we can finally move upstairs to the final floor of the house. Let's first make sure that we get a railing up here. Health and safety first. Right, and we have a lot of room to work with up here, honestly. So, like I said, I was thinking of maybe 2 separate offices. We're thinking very fancy here, and then maybe like a library space. So maybe you walk up into the library space and then there's 2 offices. And obviously it would be nice if they at least had 1 window per office. Sort of one just has to be bigger than the other, I think is like, because I don't really want it to just be one flat wall along here. Because I could drag this out, but then it becomes like a long skinny kind of room. It's like, oh, don't want that. But like maybe that's the more equal option. Okay, so we will definitely get this same wood flooring everywhere. Beautiful. I think I'm pretty set on using this wallpaper again, for better or for worse. Of course, this is the floor that has normal height windows because I want to put bookshelves around the windows. I mean, this is going to be a huge sort of library space, so maybe we'll have to come up with some other hobbies for them to have that can go up here too. Let's work on the offices first, I think. That'd be fun. So I think, yeah, I'm pretty set on having like 1 professor and 1 writer maybe. I don't particularly know how that's going to impact our decor in any way, but it's just nice to sort of have that in mind, I think. Right, I think I'm going to have the writer in this room. Obviously, we need computers in here. I think I'll go for this one. Oh, the clashing florals are honestly a bit enticing to me. Don't know about anyone else. Oh, that's nice though, isn't it? That looks classy. Ooh, that lamp has good colours. Lovely, that is nice. See, now I've created this issue where I'm like, oh yeah, I'll make these separate offices and then a library, and it's like, what am I gonna put in this office if we're gonna have an entire library out here. Like, usually I'd have some bookshelves. I've caused a bit of a kerfuffle for myself, I believe. I'm gonna take a look at doing this professor type room, mostly just because I am struggling a bit in the other room. It's so unrealistic that you'd have all these different like kinds of paneling, but like, whatever. Like, truly at this stage, whatever. Oh yeah, I'm thinking like a slightly more like ornate desk for this one. Like, that's maybe a bit much. Although, it is nice. How much is that? Whoa, that's an expensive desk. Definitely a computer again, maybe an older looking computer. I like the idea that the writer's a little bit more on the modern side. Maybe that's how that came about. Like, the writer's a little bit more like airy-fairy, a bit more modern, and the professor's a little bit more like old-fashioned. Again, huge stereotyping going on here, but like, it's just for a bit of fun. I'm not saying that everyone who's a professor is like that, anyone who's a writer is like that. It's just a bit of a laugh, isn't it? Oh, where are the diplomas? That would be quite perfect, wouldn't it? Nice. Yes, that is actually perfect. Now, unfortunately, I don't have university. Otherwise, I might like incorporate some stuff from that pack. Because obviously, in my game, there are technically no professors at all. University doesn't exist in my game currently because I don't have university, but that's good, right? I kind of do love the idea of them just having like a really random different hobby. Like they, oh yeah, you know, this is where I do my professing and this is where I do my writing, but then just some really random skill other than that. Just DJ booth. Oh, no, I'm actually like, other than the joke, like I am sort of into that idea. I kind of like the idea of the professor being a musician, although that does not fit. No, it's gonna block the window. That causes like a really weird layout, doesn't it? What other pianos do we have? Yeah, he could play the guitar or something, but I don't really want him to play the guitar. It's obviously grand, but that's not gonna fit. Is that the only standing one I have? I think so. I think the other one comes in Horse Ranch. Just get a single bar in there. That's honestly big mood. Ooh, this could be a library and bar area. Ooh. Oh, I have visions. Oh, that's gonna be sweet. Yeah, anyway, my point is, oh, that's nice. My point is, I don't have Horse Ranch, so I think that's the only other pack that has a standing piano. Well, as much as there are these lovely fun swatches, I'm probably just gonna go for the boring wood. I'm wondering which way to orient this. Probably like that. I really wish it fit here. Like if I was doing like a house where it wasn't like so, like it didn't matter so much on the outside, I would just move that window, but can't really do that in this situation. But I think that's fine. If this goes over in this corner, tuck it in a little, desk here, just, you know, some bits and bobs in the corners, I think we can make this work. Do you reckon I can make that pass for like exam papers? It's like weird Strangerville documents, but like, no, it looks really sus. But like, why? It's literally just paper with like, that could be like a little stamp, you know? A little teacher stamp. Maybe even one of these like study stacks. Yeah, that feels like it could be his work sort of stuff. The only thing though is I've been keeping it kind of neat on purpose. I've not been having too much like messy style clutter, like genuinely on purpose. So maybe just these books or something, like, yeah, that might be better. It was just, all of a sudden it was like, no, this doesn't look right. It's not giving across the right vibe of who this person is, you know? I'm very lost on what's gonna happen with this wall. Nothing is screaming at me. If I wasn't about to make a library out here, it would be bookshelves. I'm still unsure what's gonna go in this whole room. Some random hobby, I imagine. Oh, wait, those sunflowers up there is really pretty. I like that. Is the literal entire tree speaking? Why does that? That's definitely meant to go outside. And my brain's like, huh. But like, maybe though. Like, maybe we could make that work in here. It would take up lots of space. No idea if your Sims would actually walk around that. I would hope they would. Maybe it's like a rare plant. They're into being a professor, playing piano and looking after this rare plant. Almost like it's like a big bonsai tree or something. Chatting so much nonsense today. I love my inability to like put a plant without kind of trying to like give a reason for it, as if people don't just like have plants. Like, that's a thing. Why am I trying to like over explain it? There we go. I think this is nice. Like, it's obviously a slightly weird layout, but that's because it's a slightly weird layout, you know? Okay, cool, right. I was literally about to, instead of going just across here like this, I was about to go round here as if I had to like go out of this door and back into this door. No sense in this brain. Okay, so what random hobby should we have this sim do? I'm thinking something like candle making. Like something a bit more artsy, you know, she's creative. In fact, I might be set on candle making. Yeah. Honestly, that's a bit of a vibe. Doesn't really take up the whole space like one would hope, but no questions from the audience. Oh, I never remember what it's called. This artiste supply tablet, right? I know it's actually for painting. I see that. But really, unless you're looking really close, that, what I presume is meant to be paintbrushes, could just be these. These splodges. There's splodges. Makes perfect sense, I believe. Ooh, which one do I want? No, just leave it light. Don't go crazy, Ellie. Don't lose your mind. Don't lose your head. He wanted me, obviously. Messaging me like every day. Anyway, oh my god. It's a nice pampas grass. Feels very empty in here. Curtains. I didn't forget curtains. Nobody sue me. Oh, you know what? Let's just have the same ones from downstairs. No need to overthink that one. Stunning. I don't really know how these would be functional in any way, but like, they're not functional in The Sims anyway. Oh my god. Am I actually gonna resist the urge to put an actual plant in this room? Maybe the writer doesn't like plants. She's not into them. It's the professor who loves the plants. Alright. There's some lore going on here, okay? Oh, you know what's gonna really help? Just a rug. I'm like, it's missing something. It's feeling like rug. Always rug. Hopefully, that rug. Why does this swatch kind of look dirty? Do you feel that from, like, I want to use, like, this one or, like, maybe that one, but then it looks, like, almost too bright. No, the lighter one's better. Or maybe it's just terrible. No, it's just terrible, actually. No. That book nook one is actually kind of a disappointment. Like, I feel like if it just had, like, a few more swatches, that would be, like, perfect, but... Oh... You know, it's like so clashing, but the colours kind of work. That's the thing, we need something more plain. What did I just say about it needing to be plain? Oh my god. Oh, maybe this pink one? Oh. How many times can I say ooh about this one rug? Oh my god, I can't. I think I'm gonna say it and run away that I like this. Run away. Run away, don't look at it, already hating it. Already hating it, don't look back. Don't look back, Kelly, don't look back. It's too late. It's too late for us. Save yourselves. I wish we had this rug in some less vibrant options. You know, like just slightly more pastel maybe? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Look away. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the pink. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good. I don't know why I didn't like it. Yeah, this, good. Ellie, leave. Okay, library and bar, I guess. I have no idea how I'm planning to make that make sense. See, look, now, if the window was lower, how's that look out the front? Oh my god, that is so very annoying. Stop that. That's literally fine, you can't tell. Okay, cool. Because otherwise it's like, I know the window's being cut off. Like, it's kind of only just not barely being cut off, but that's still better. Oh no. That's floating. Oh no, so for it to not be cut off, it needs to be that low. No, well that looks ridiculous by that point. I can push it to that height, but like that's the lowest it goes before it starts looking ridiculous. I don't like that. That makes me sad, actually. There we go, now they're going back up. I don't like it like that, but it's just gonna have to be. I really just did that and like did not consider what that would mean for anything else in the room at all. So, time to think about that now. I think a little book stack here would be nice. Oh, and one of these cozy chairs too. That can maybe go in the black. They don't necessarily have to be matching swatches. Ooh. I'm gonna rinse these to their last bit of worth. Oh my goodness. Don't know if there's even one I've not used yet. Maybe that one. Now, I'm not entirely sure where I'm intending to have this bar. Best laid plans and all that. Got this whole open area. What, there's gonna be a bar in the middle of the room? This is so weird. This is so weird. This doesn't make any sense. Like, Loki's still gonna do it, but why is it lagging so much? Oh my goodness. I'm genuinely baffled. Why? I think it's when I tried to combine bar and library that the game just went, Ellie, no. I think it's time to hang up the old Sims for the day. Because I kind of wanted to have like bar seating. But this looks really nice. I don't want to change it. But if I want to do that, I do need to change it. Oh my gosh. I'm not even like on camera anymore. This is... Oh no, that looks so bad. I was going to try and maybe like wrap it around the corner a bit. Because I can't move them over because then it blocks the window. This is hell. I think if hell does in fact exist, I think I found it. Call the press. I don't know how to fix this. Oh no, I've really got myself in quite the... You know what? I reckon I can have the bar in the middle of the room. I think that's gonna work out, you know? I think when there's a will, there's a way, and I think I've got the will to find the way. You know? Yeah. We're all on the same page. We're all on the same page. Yeah. Sing it with me one more time. Woo. We're all on the same page. Yeah. Let's actually never speak of this. Does this one have like a black swatch? Because that does look better. I'm like willing this to come in a decent colour, but it just doesn't. That like almost matches too much. How does that even make sense? I'm like trying so hard to find a way that this makes any sense. Hey, whatever. People have weird stuff in their homes. I'm willing to just accept that. The unfortunate thing is that I like that, but it doesn't go with these couches, which I also like. Ooh, it's such an ugly colour. It makes everything terrible. That's better because it's just all sort of muddy colours. I think that actually matches with what we've got going on though. Okay, this is actually starting to come together. Believe it or not. I really double really very wish that I could wrap these round, but I just can't. Like, look at what that looks like. Like, that's ugly, right? And it doesn't even fit. Why is my life so terrible, guys? Comment down below. Just, no. Ha. Starts hutting louder. Ha. This is the weirdest room I think I've ever made. Imagine you're just chilling on your day-to-day. You've not got friends coming round. You're relaxing, you're reading your book in your cozy little chair. And this is your view. Just, oh, my books and bar. I think it's fun. I do. And like, I think it tells such a great story what's going on here, but like, so weird. How interesting as well. Like, I feel like that works really nicely together. And this is from Selva Dorada. This is from Jungle Adventure, and this is from, I think, maybe the base game? No, Realm of Magic. Like, the styles are slightly off, but there's this like nice pattern here which sort of makes it tie into the floral pattern down here. It's like really similar colour. Who would have known? Right, we have got some cluttering to do in this room, folks. There are some empty shelves which can't remain as such. Very little fits in these two slots, like they're so small. We're gonna have to start cracking out some pictures of pears, you know? That's the sort of dire situation we're in. Maybe getting like a drinks tray or something might be good. A little extra functionality to the space. I'm literally just looking through literally every single piece of clutter, just seeing like if anything speaks to me. Like that is really cute. I reckon they've been traveling. It's a little souvenir from New York, maybe. Actually, a few things like that might be quite nice, like this, like a souvenir from Sequoia. Just add some more books. Souvenir from Copperdale. Maybe the professor person used to work as a teacher for the school in Copperdale. Now they've moved on to professor, perhaps. Oh, I never got those board games. There they are. Yes, perfect. Nice, okay. Oh, it's all coming together. Llama, because llama. Yeah, it's like I could just get like one of these random statues, but I've put enough thought into this family to know that they don't have a cat or a dog, you know? You would think like this kind of vibe is giving off cat person, but no, they're both allergic to cats, unfortunately. I just need one final thing that will fit there. Can't leave it empty. Oh no. A souvenir from Strangerville. No. Surely not. Maybe if it's just tucked back there, you know, tells a story. You know what, I'm just gonna size down this basket. I don't know why I never do that when it's like perfectly reasonable to do that. Doesn't look like a weird size or anything when you make it smaller. This hutch has an alarmingly small amount of good slots. Lemons and limes definitely needed for a bar. I like having this drinks tray there. Like I said, it just adds that extra bit of like possible functionality. It's like just on the edge, but I'll allow it. This, however, actually hangs over the edge, which I find very frustrating. If it's got a decent, not horrendous swatch, I'll leave it there, because it does seem like, you know, they might use this area for a party. These are all terrible swatches. I'm not using it. I know there is a wine rack. Are you in this category? Or maybe something like that's actually good. Something that's literally just decorative. Fill up some space on the old bar back. I don't know if anything slots to these small shelves, which is a real shame. I'm like, sure, I could alt place and I don't want to. Right, I think I'm gonna call it there. I think that is honestly good enough. I think it looks really nice actually. And as odd as this whole concept is, I think it's come together. And if you're gonna ask me, do I mind how empty this space is? No, I don't. No. You know I gots to put one last plant just here though. Oh, I've not used this one yet. Hell yeah. Okay, so final piece of the puzzle, so to say, is to come outside and decide what we're doing with the back garden. These people definitely don't seem super outdoorsy to me, but that doesn't mean that they can't have stuff outdoors. Suddenly realised I have like half an hour until I need to leave the house, but you know, whatever. Oh, they don't have a bin. Excuse me one second. I knew when I was doing the kitchen that I was like, I'm forgetting something. They deserve the fancy bin. I'm thinking maybe they have quite a lot of paving outside. Honestly, why does vampires kind of slap? I love this. Maybe it could even all be paved? I like that it's like a very similar colour to this, but it's not the exact same. They're gonna regret this decision now that they've got a baby. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe just like outdoor table, like not honestly much. Why does that bench look so small? Is that just me? Like, doesn't like, think about that compared to those windows. That's tiny. It looks like it's made for like children. No thank you. Yeah, they all do. Things in The Sims, I swear, are just like really weird proportions. Interesting. I'm wondering if they are fire pit people. Kind of my initial thought is no, so I think I should go for no. I think I'm just excited to use a fire pit. What fire pits do I even have though? Yeah, see, a lot of the ones I have are sort of more rustic. I mean, the only really not rustic one that we've got is from like that new kit, which I do not have. Kind of looks pretty nice now I'm looking at it. The unfortunate thing is that I actually kind of want to just leave the bench like here and have the fire pit over here, but that doesn't actually work in the game, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, you know what, maybe that's quite nice. Just a little fire pit area. I don't know what could go over here. Maybe just like a little selection. Plants like this. Pick some decent colours for them. Okay, I think this is looking really nice actually. And I like that. I like just keeping it simple. Okay, that is good. And then we just need some outdoor lighting. Check that out at night. Yeah, that's good. That actually illuminates it really nicely in the back garden as well. And then I just need to concern myself with what the front is going to look like. But I don't know what to put because I'm quite set on like not having, I don't know, too much outdoorsy stuff. I suppose I could have a simple hedgerow just like over here. Yeah, I think I'll have these low-lying ones just like I did in the other house. Just like that. Oh, the bush is going way through the wall. My bad. And honestly, terrain paint and we're done, I think. Yeah, and I think so that will be what the front looks like. Really simple. And then if you go out the back, that's what it looks like out here. Okay, and then just quick last overview of the house. Make sure we are happy with everything we've done. So we've got this entryway into the sort of downstairs toilet bathroom. Then we've got this nice dark kitchen, small dining area, nice cozy sitting room. Then if we go up the stairs, we have the sort of chess area. Then we have the nice big primary bedroom with the ensuite. Round into the adorable nursery. Definitely happy with how that came out. Up the stairs into the library bar area, of course. And then we've got our two side-by-side offices, which I'm just gonna scoot these back a little onto the wall. That'll be nice. Alright, I think that is everything finished. This has been a really fun build. I hope it wasn't like too long. It was probably very long, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. I love how this has turned out. It was exactly what I wanted, very different from the other houses I've made so far, so I'm very happy with that. If you would like to see these previous builds, then they are back on my channel. I have a playlist of all of them. Please go check it out. And if you like this video itself, please do give it a thumbs up. And of course, you know the drill. If you want to see more of my content, I do more build videos like this, and I always have a legacy challenge, then of course do subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!